Pastor dies after gun attack at his stall in Old Harbour. The St. Catherine South Police are yet to make an arrest or establish a motive for the shooting death of a businessman who is also a pastor in Old Harbour on Saturday night. Dead is 41-year-old Michael Spencer of Old Harbour Glaze. Reported that about 8 o'clock Spencer, who was the pastor of United Church in Old Harbour, St. Catherine, was doing business at his stall in the town along West Street when he was pounced upon by two men who shot him repeatedly. His attackers fled. He was assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. The Old Harbour Criminal Investigations Branch is probing the matter. Dunbeholden Portmore woman dies after found with stab wounds in her yard. The St. Catherine police are probing a stabbing death of a woman on Sunday. She is 27-year-old Sashida Garden, otherwise Koshaba, a vendor in Portmore. It is reported that around 4 a.m., screams were heard coming from Garden's residence. Checks were made and she was found in her yard, suffering from stab wounds. She was assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital where she succumbed to her injuries. Fitz appointed acting police commissioner in Turks and Caicos. Fitz, who was in charge of the crime and security portfolio at the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF, has been appointed acting commissioner of Royal Turks and Caicos Island Police Force. He was appointed to the position on November 22, 2004, a release from the Turks and Caicos police stated. Bailey had been serving in the post of Deputy Commissioner of Police in the Turks and Caicos beginning October 7, 2024, where he was expected to work for initial 6 weeks. According to the Caribbean Media Corporation CMC report, Bailey would work closely with Turks and Caicos Police Commissioner Edwin Martin, who went on leave on October 1. Bailey retired in September 2024 from his post as Deputy Commissioner in the JCF after serving more than 40 years in the constabulary. Following his appointment as Deputy Commissioner of Police last year, Bailey indicated that he is looking forward to offering his expertise in aiding crime-fighting efforts in the Turks and Caicos Islands. Bailey is credited with assisting with the dismantling of Klansman, Kings Valley, and the Ochnid Wilson Gang, among others in Jamaica. St. James is one of the safest parishes in Jamaica. DSP Linroy Edwards report 33% decline in murders. St. James is one of the safest parishes in Jamaica right now. That's the declaration of Operations Officer for the St. James Division Deputy Superintendent Linroy Edwards. Providing an update to the Prime Minister and St. James Member of Parliament Edmund Bartlett, DSP Edwards reported a 33% decline in murders. This he attributes to leadership, strategic policing, and a motivated and hard-working police team. Meanwhile, Mr. Holness doubled down on the call for criminals to refrain from challenging lawmen. The Prime Minister said he would prefer if criminals plead their case before the judge rather than be killed during the confrontation with police.
Well, we can happily say that St. James is one of the safest parishes in Jamaica right now, because coming from last year, we have had a significant reduction in murder. Minus 63, which is a 33% reduction, and an overall minus 45% in terms of major crimes. We have a 63% clear in murder, which is basically unprecedented. And this trend is coming from 2024 into 2025. So far, we have had one murder since the start of the year and one murder over the last 27 days. We have recovered 7 firearms over the last 17 days of the year. So this did not come overnight. Hard-working men and women of the parish, and we have impacted the gang, which contribute to most of our murders. And we have been at them 24/7. We have made a lot of arrests, a lot of recoveries. Unfortunately, some decide not to be arrested by challenging us, and they have met the ultimate demise. That's not our wish, but we intend to keep the parish safe. We need to transform this parish, Mr. Bartlett, from being the most murderous parish in Jamaica to the tourism destination that everyone wishes for. And we are heading that direction based on our strategy so far.
Give up turn yourself in, cooperate with the police. It is not our wish to take anyone's life. We are here to save lives, even the lives of the criminals. But the police must protect themselves. First and foremost, we want you to go home safely to your family. So, those who intend to challenge the police, either you're prepared to meet the judge or you're prepared to meet your maker. And that is very clear. We would much prefer you go in front of the judge and plead your case.
KSAMC continues enforcement efforts to remove derelict vehicles and illegal garages from the streets. The Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation KSAMC says it is persisting with its enforcement effort to remove derelict vehicles and illegal garages from the streets. This initiative being carried out in collaboration with the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF and the National Solid Waste Management Authority. In 2024, the KSAMC issued over 1,000 road laws notice across the municipality as part of its effort to maintain cleaner streets. KSAMC City Inspector Alric Francis emphasized that this ongoing initiative aims to address the growing issue of garage build-up and is focused on enhancing public safety and health. St. Anne lifeguard charged for stabbing woman during argument at party. 31-year-old Jamaica Holdet, a lifeguard of Mild End Orchard St. Anne, has been charged for stabbing a woman twice during an argument at a party last December. He has been charged with only with intent. Reports from the Orchards police are that on Tuesday, December 24, Hollis and the woman were at a party when an argument developed between them, during which he reportedly used a ratchet knife to stab her in her abdomen twice. She was assisted to hospital where she was admitted in serious condition. Hollis subsequently turned himself into the police on Wednesday, January 15. Following a question and answer session, he was officially charged on Friday, January 17. His court date is being finalized. Fire chief angered by prank bomb threat. Fire Brigade Commissioner Stuart Beckford on Monday expressed frustration at the pranksters who, through bomb threat, caused disruption in the country and placed at risk firefighters able to respond quickly to real calls for help. It is just a grand waste of valuable, productive time. I yearned for the day when we have catch some of these culprits and make an example out of them, Beckford told reporters after firefighters spent hours at Vauxhall and Meadowbrook High School in Kingston and St. Andrew respectively, following bomb threats. Students at schools had to be sent home for the day. Commissioner Beckford described the problem as painstaking, pointing out that students had to leave school, some parents had to leave work to pick up their children, and lamented an overall loss in productivity. We can't just take it for granted that it is just a prank and don't turn up. We have to turn up, as the protocol dictates, because you don't know when one of these will turn out to be true. That is the issue we face in terms of uncertainty, he noted. It ties up resources that could be put to other uses. The members of the team have to turn up at these incidents and have to be at these locations for hours before they can leave. They have to wait until the ordnance and Canine team do a sweep of the building and give the all clear, and this takes hours, Beckford explained. We had about 6 hours of productive time being lost on Monday. We have seen in the past where through painstaking investigations, the police were able to crack some cases in terms of false alarm and public mischief and so on, but not necessarily bomb threats. I am hoping that not too long from now, the investigative framework that is needed to give the police, the fire brigade, the other authorities the ability to track these persons and be able to pick them up and take them before the court will improve, the commissioner noted. Beckford told reporters that the JFB received a call from the police 119 emergency number about a bomb threat at Vauxhall, and in accordance with the protocol, 2 fire units, one from Burlington Town and the other from York Park Fire Station, were sent to the location to evacuate occupants of the school. K9 team were called in to sweep the entire school compound, Beckford said, pointing out that no bombs were discovered. A similar operation took place at Meadowbrook High School afterwards. Beckford said about 11:10 a.m., JFB received a call from the police alerting them to bomb threat at the school. 2 units were also dispatched to that location to help clear the compound. Cipher dogs were also dispatched at the location to search for bombs. No bombs were found. Although no bombs were found at Vauxhall, administrators were not certain whether school should be back in session for the day. As for Meadowbrook, operations continued as normal, according to the principal, Kevin Facey. We received what we thought was a credible threat. We responded in the way that we were supposed to. The authorities came, did their checks, and we were given an all clear. As far as I can tell, school will be in session, Facey noted. In 2023, there were 70 more bomb threats at high schools, at least one hospital and a court building. All were pranks. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.